Let us prepare ourselves in what you see fit. Most gracious and heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you this day to say thank you, oh Father God. We thank you for all that you do for us each and every moment of our lives, oh Father God. We ask, oh Father God, that these agents that are talking about coming into our community, oh Father God, against our people, oh Father God, that you repel them and take them away, oh Lord. They are not needed here. They are not wanted here. And Lord have mercy, they do not belong here. So Lord, as we move forward, I ask that you be in the midst of it and protect each and every one that may be threatened by this ICE agent, oh Father God, and don't let any hurt, harm, or danger come to anyone. Lord, as we move forward in the city council meeting, we ask that we do continue to do things decent and in order. This is my prayer in your darling son Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen.
Amen.
All right, roll call.
Alderman Jackson, Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans.
Here.
Alderman Allen.
Here.
Alderman Ray.
Here.
Alderman Murphy.
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Present.
All right, omnibus vote agenda. Oh,
He said no.
Okay.
yeah, I didn't get anything. Omnibus vote agenda,
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Allen.
make a motion that we approve the omnibus vote agenda from 5-1 through 5-4 as presented. Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Evans, that the omnibus vote agenda be passed as presented. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Evans,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
Aye.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Motion carried. Public comment. Anything under public comment?
Um,
I'm not
Yes.
sure, do we need,
Just a minute.
okay,
I have two participants that wanted to participate via Zoom, so
Okay,
I have two names here. That's not one. But Misty Brown is first.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing tonight?
good evening.
If y'all are like north side Chicago, my kid's father has a whole bunch of family out there in Chicago. But
We're north, but we're 50 miles north of Chicago itself.
Oh, okay, okay. He's mainly from like the west side and the south side Chicago.
No.
But my name is Misty Brown, and I am a
Good.
fierce.
Miss Brown, also, is it possible you can turn your camera on so we can see who Misty Brown is?
Did it go on?
Close.
If it's on, I can't see it. It's just a
No,
little
we-
box on my end.
We do not see you at this time. It's like tennis, and all of a sudden the Russian players are not there.
Well, I don't know why it's not working on my end.
Okay, go right ahead.
Hold on, I'm trying to mess with it.
No.
Was it on?
No.
No. It's quite all right, but
Dang it.
you can go ahead.
Okay.
We know you're Misty Brown.
Well, my name is Misty Brown, and I'm a fierce Kratom advocate and activist from Colorado. I would like to read y'all my testimony regarding the agenda item tonight, which is regarding Kratom.
Uh-huh.
I was addicted to FDA-approved pain pills, benzos, and muscle relaxers for 11 years straight via chronic pain management for my degenerative disc disease from 2008 to 2019. I got fired from chronic pain management in April of 2019 because I didn't show up for a per contract pill count. I was 11 pills short, and my drug dealers didn't have any pink Oxy 10s. After that, I went to the streets and started doing cocaine while I was searching for a new pain management doctor. In June of 2019, while in cocaine withdrawal, I watched that documentary, A Leaf of Faith. My journey with Kratom began the very next day. Whole leaf Kratom. Shut that. I need one more snort, one more pill, one more escape noise off in my brain. It allowed me to work on my whys of addiction. I have not been back to pain management in over 6 years. I'm a functioning member of society again. I'm a thriving mother again. I paid taxes again. I am no longer a burden to my kids, and I am now a first-time grandma. I will be forever grateful and thankful that I accidentally found lab-tested whole leaf kratom. I now pass on my journey, wisdom, and science to help those struggling with addiction, chronic pain, anxiety, and depression. The one thing that I want to drill home to you guys is that you have to know how to differentiate between synthetic 7-OH kratom. It's sold under the guise of being a more potent form of kratom. You have to know how to differentiate that between what I consume, which is whole leaf kratom in its natural form. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to tell y'all my testimony.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations on moving forward with that.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Jennifer Gillis.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
My name is Jennifer Gillis, and I am a 19, I'm sorry, not 19. I've been a kratom consumer and advocate for the past 6 years. 19 years ago, I was diagnosed with transverse myelitis. At that point, I became a chronic pain patient for the rest of my life. And for many years, I went through pain management and, was able to manage my pain with prescription medications, over-the-counter medications and whatnot. However, because of all the DEA cutbacks and the guidelines that changed, I was no longer able to receive that medicine. Luckily, in 2019, a friend of mine told me about whole leaf kratom powder, and I decided to give it a try. I was pretty bad off. I was willing to try anything, and it has given me my life back. I'm able to run errands, go on school field trips. I'm able to uh, clean my house. I'm able to do things I never thought I would be able to do again. Just get out of bed and be a part of life again. And I'm not from Chicago. I'm in Tennessee, but I know a lot of people in Chicago utilize kratom for the same reason. I will say I believe there needs to be a lot more education around the difference between whole leaf kratom powder and the semi-synthetic 7-OH products that are being marketed as kratom. But yeah, I mean, I do know that it's given me my life back. And I will say we went on a family vacation to Chicago last year, and it was it's a beautiful city, and we had a really great time. So we definitely want to go back, and I would hate to come back and be, a felony, or have a felony because it was banned. And Chicago's a place that a lot of tourists go. And so I think that that's also something to keep in mind. But I appreciate your time and let me speak tonight.
You're more than welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your remarks.
Thank you.
Levon Abington.
Good evening.
Okay, so this is all new. I ain't been here since y'all did this. But like I spoke to him and I actually seen him and spoke to him about it, but I want to talk about a few things. One is the fact that if you have the land, you should be able to build the garage that fits the land, that fits the lot. And I have properties I do in Gurnee, Beach Park, Winthrop Harbor. They let you build to whatever land you have. And that's attractive as far as if you want self-employed people to want to move to the city, invest in the city, then they need, the proper space to put their, machines and cars and all the stuff that they have. And we don't want to lose them to other cities when, they can come here. So that's one thing. The second thing is the sprinkler system. Thank you. So the sprinkler system is, like I was explaining to the mayor and I was explaining to Alderman Allen, North Chicago has the lowest value out of all the surrounding states. So we're the only one that does the sprinkler system. So the sprinkler system, if I know he said it saves lives, I get that. But if you talk to an investor, that's not how they looking. They looking at it as bottom line. So they say, if I build this same exact house, then I have to spend an extra $20,000 to put a sprinkler system in, and I'm gonna make $350,000. When I can take the same house over there, don't have to put a sprinkler system in there, and make $400,000. The $400,000 is gonna win out every time. So I would hope that y'all consider relook at that and see if it's because it's not really many people building right now. And to isolate even more, I think this is probably not a good idea, especially when we want investment to come here. And last, I wanted to say that as a real estate agent, since I got my license in 2016, I've been investing since 2002. I've dealt with many title companies, many realtors, many attorneys, many contractors. And every time I speak to them, they always say they hate to deal with North Chicago. It's like the worst city for them to deal in. And I lost a few contractors from that. You know, the title company, my lawyers, like, can't you go somewhere else and invest? But, you know, I've been investing here for the longest and trying to get the value back in my home city. As the market crashed, I've been selling houses here during the good and bad times, bringing the value back up. And once I hit the $200,000 mark, that's when a lot of investors start coming back here. Then I hit another $265,000 mark, which you see now, and more people start coming. So I would like to get people to come here and invest and bring the city back up. Is that my time? No, okay, well, that's enough. I mean, I guess y'all can take a look at what everybody, what other cities are doing to see why everybody don't mind them, and maybe we can change some of the stuff.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your remarks. All right, Carmesia Hawthorne.
Good evening, Mayor Rockingham and all our my wonderful aldermen. Hopefully everybody Labor Day weekend was wonderful, and my wonderful constituents that's in the audience. So I bring good tidings, me, Commissioner Carmesia Hawthorne, Chair of Parks, and we have officially closed our parks on yesterday. It has been an awesome, awesome summer. Events, everything that we have put out, the community has came in and helped and participated. So because of that, we're going to celebrate it's called the celebration of the end of the summer. And so we want you guys to come on September 4th, which is Thursday. It's just a quick donut and coffee. Everybody loves a donut and coffee. So it's just a small token of our appreciation for everybody. So make sure you guys come on and tip by. I know a lot of us are going to be at work, but you know what? That donut might be just waiting on you. And also, we have a few things that's coming up for the month of October. September 4th.
Where?
From 10 o'clock at the Falls Park District. I got flyers too, guys, so you guys can have those as well. Coming up after that is October 24th, the Haunted House, which will consist of hot dogs, popcorn, candy, and that's going to be 5:30 to 8 p.m. And then on October 29th, the Trail of Treats at Twin City Park, which will consist of a lot of other activities. So guys, just stay tuned. We got a few things coming on. I'm going to give you guys this, and that's our announcement for tonight. And thank you guys for being so kind for allowing me to come up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jim P. Via Zoom.
Hello, yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, turning my camera on. Hopefully this works. Can you see me as well?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, and good evening, City of North Chicago. My name is Jim Pratt. I am a Kratom consumer of about 8 years at this point. And I wanted to speak tonight about how it has provided me a great benefit in managing my joint pain from years of athletics, including running, rock climbing, and weightlifting. There are, as we've heard from other advocates, many reasons why people use Kratom, and for many, it is a lifeline for them. So when I started taking Kratom, I wanted to make sure that Kratom was in fact safe, that I was taking something that was safe for me. After doing research on my end, I found that an overwhelming amount of evidence saying that that was in fact the case. The reports that I saw of related deaths and whatnot to it all seemed to have much more concerning substances within the tox screens, including opioids and concerning combinations of other drugs in there. So that, in addition to some of the recent evidence provided by the FDA in a single ascending dose study, where they gave users increasing amounts of Kratom to monitor adverse events that might occur to them, they found that once a user reached or they only found that once users were given 12 grams or 24 pills of Kratom, did they find their first adverse event, which was mild. It was nausea, and it led them to conclude that Kratom was well tolerated at all levels, and they stopped the study at that point. So Kratom seems, the evidence is overwhelming to support that Kratom is in fact safe in its natural form, and as was mentioned earlier, there are these new 7-OH products as of circa 2023 that are quite concerning. And those are synthetically concentrated, and those need to be focused on and regulated and removed from the market to provide space for natural Kratom to remain for those who depend on it. That was all I wanted to say. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share my story.
Thank you very much.
Heidi Sakura.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, is my camera on?
yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay, all right. I can't see you, but I've talked to a few of you, and I really appreciate the opportunity to address you tonight. So my name is Dr. Heidi Sakura. I'm a retired nurse practitioner and healthcare executive. I have used whole leaf Kratom for over 6 years to reduce my pain from multiple rare neurological disorders. It has allowed me to regain my health and wellness, but I became an advocate because I have seen the benefits for others like me with chronic pain, as well as those struggling with PTSD, anxiety, and addictions. Many claim, and I would attest, that Kratom can be life-saving in many cases. I applaud your efforts to keep the community safe. It's important to understand that Kratom is a natural product that has been used safely for centuries. It's a natural plant, but there is a synthetic product that is confused and marketed falsely as Kratom called 7-hydroxymetragenine or 7-OH. This synthetic product has prompted the FDA to issue a warning and actually a plan to ban the 7-OH. It is a semi-synthetic and probably mostly synthetic product that is appearing in tablets, gummies, drink mixes, shots, etc. But the FDA commissioner, Dr. Marty Makary, announced the plan to schedule 7-OH, and he made it clear that they're not targeting the natural Kratom plant products, only 7-OH. So I advocate for access to safe natural Kratom because anyone can really need the help because of for pain because of an accident, illness, or some kind of disease. And the opioid prescribing guidelines are so strict now that people who really need pain relief are not always able to access that. In addition, many people in the community are using it as a harm reduction tool, As Missy talked about, you know, she was able to slip into a, you know, smoke shop and get a Kratom product, and that kept her from going to the street to, you know, God forbid, get that one pill that would have killed her. So, with all my years of experience, I really haven't encountered a substance that is as safe as Kratom in its natural form. So I really, again, applaud your efforts to do some regulation. And I did take a look at the ordinance, and I think that it will be absolutely doable to eliminate the products that are really harmful for the public, but keep the natural Kratom available. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Vestoria Parker.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Hi, sorry about my disruption early. That's why you come early, then you can be prepared to get up here and speak. It was not my intention to do so, but now that I'm here, welcome to the new aldermen that were elected for this wonderful community. Good to see you guys up there. Good shout out to the office and everything. It looks really cool in here. It's pretty cool, Mr. Carl. I want to commend you, Mr. Evans, as the alderman in my area and where I live at. I am definitely appreciative of you and the work that you do in the community. I know when I call, you're Johnny on the spot and you always get things resolved. Shout out to Public Works, whoever it was that came and took the trees down on the side of my home. That was pretty cool as well. It's much needed. I do want to bring some light to the dollar store and that garbage disposal area on the side of their building. It's not being taken care of properly. It's left with garbage and trash in their disposal of discarded items that are expired. And people out of the community are over there dumpster diving and leaving things in the way in front of my home, which draws rodents and things like that. So if you kind of like touch bases with them, corporately, I did call, but I'm gonna need you to get back on them because they are losing sight of what a beautiful thing looked like at 2200 block of Kimball in spite of, okay? Good job, everybody. Thank you.
Taken care of.
The last is Laura Romney. Laura Romney,
There we go. Can you see me?
yes.
Great. Hey, thank you for letting me speak tonight for just a few minutes. I did want to say that appreciate everything that's been said tonight. I echo everything. I think a lot of it has been covered. And I know Heidi Sikora did a great job. I actually work really closely in advocacy with Heidi and doing and participating in Kratom education. She and I, along with another addiction specialist called John Schinholzer, we carry out trainings for localities just like yourself to learn a little bit more about Kratom and about 7-OH, and specifically about how you can set a good ordinance for your city so that, again, people like those that have spoken tonight have access to Kratom. I myself am a chronic pain patient. I have a severe form of facial nerve pain called trigeminal neuralgia. I've been a pain patient for 13 years and been an 8-year Kratom consumer. And my story echoes very similar to what everyone else has said. But I really highly encourage you to take advantage of this little education. We actually can do it in a board meeting or a council meeting like you're having. We can do it at a separate time as well. It just helps you as a community to understand how to identify 7-OH products on the shelves. It's actually very simple, not hard. How to identify that, the safe packaging and safe Kratom is there, making sure it's, sold behind the counter to those 21 and up. So it's really easy to be able to set these ordinances and carry this out so that people in your community can still have safe access to this product. So again, just echo again, one last thing, and then I'll go is again, just listen to what the FDA has said, on July 29th, they made that press announcement about the public health emergency that 7OH is. And because of that, they at that point could have easily said, hey, we're just going to ban all of Kratom or schedule all of Kratom. But they have specifically said time and time again, Commissioner McCary and RFK have said, we are not after the whole plant and natural Kratom. We only feel like the 7OH needs to be scheduled. So again, I applaud you for wanting to protect your community and bringing this issue up. And I myself and Heidi will be sending you some contact information to hopefully schedule that education and help you guys learn a little bit more. But thanks again for letting me speak. And I'm just letting you know, there's one more person that's on this call. I've been in contact with him. His name is Mike Fasano, and I know he lives there in Illinois. And I highly ask you to listen to his story, again, being the fact that he lives very close to your community and has some really good impact or info. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ready? So, yeah, one other person. We'll let him go, since he's from Illinois.
Mr. Mike?
Yes. Let me know if you can see me
Yes.
we
or
can.
hear me.
Go right ahead.
Okay, thank you. My name is Michael Fasano. I live in the Chicago suburbs. I'm 39 years old, gonna be 40. I've been taking kratom leaf, the tea, for over 15 years. And my blood work is excellent every time I get my yearly checkups. It's helped with my chronic insomnia. I'm not impaired, I'm healthy. I also often drink the tea because I'm active in hip hop dance and have been active in taekwondo. Have a lot of joint pains, and it's helped me with that too as well. I just want to echo in support of what others said about age restrictions and regulation. Again, I'm all in support for all that. So I wanted to share with you my story and my testimonial, and want to echo the others on regulation. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think, is that all from citizens' comments? Public comments? All right, thank you very much for all that spoke this evening. We'll move on to our regular agenda. 7-1, consideration and approval of request for rate increase for Ansel Green Legal Services.
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Evans.
I would like to do the consideration of request for rate increase, Ansel Legal Services. Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Evans, second by Alderman Allen, that 7-1 be passed as presented. Are there questions? Alderman Jackson.
I just want to make sure that we're voting on the proposed rate, correct? Now, if we pass it, that's correct.
Yes. Okay.
What is the proposed rate?
Proposed rate is that partners 240, associates 220, and paralegal is 20.
Exactly. Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none.
Next question.
Alderman Evans.
Why do we have multiple attorneys versus one from your firm?
From day one, when we came on board, Adam and I split the meetings, as you know. But there are times when sometimes we need another attorney to attend your meetings. Megan is usually that person. We are sensitive to the idea that seeing too many attorneys could get a little bit unnerving or whatever, but all of the attorneys who work for the city are very well versed with the city's issues and understand how to address things that come to us from the city. So we do use attorneys in our office. We have 45 attorneys, and they provide expertise in a lot of areas that maybe Adam or I don't have. So we try to give you as much as the broadest array of service possible to ensure that your work is being done promptly and as best as possible.
Next question. Why can't we just have, I understand you want to do a broad, more than one, but why can't we just have one attorney that will be for the city of North Chicago to do city council meetings?
That is certainly something we can talk about further. But in this instance, again, Adam and I have typically split it, and we only have had Megan come when neither one of us is available for other reasons.
Well, I'm not just talking about you and Adam. I'm just saying, one, just like yourself. Why can't, the way it usually used to be, we had one attorney that the city council could go to, instead of going through you, Adam, and the rest of the staff? Why can't the city of North Chicago have one attorney?
It's not that you can't have one attorney. We think that we're giving you the best level of service with multiple attorneys.
That's still not my answer. Okay. I'm not done. The city of North Chicago, other municipalities have one attorney. I'm just saying, why can't the city of North Chicago have one attorney instead of trying to have multiple attorneys? Because you have multiple reasons for different things. Today, you're sitting here. 2 weeks from now, Adam may be sitting here. The topics we talk about today, he may not know about in 2 weeks. I know you'll discuss it with him, but it's nothing like having a person sitting here to be involved with it. If you're not at the table to discuss something, it's really not good. Then go by hearsay.
Well, there's no hearsay, but okay. That is certainly something we can discuss with the mayor. I understand the concern. You have raised this before, and we've talked about it before.
Okay.
Again, the way we manage our practice with the city is how I've described it, but I hear your concern. If others share that concern, we'll certainly take it under advisement and discuss it with the mayor.
And that's something that can be discussed about and moving forward.
Okay, well, not just discuss, we would like for something to be done. How about this then? How about an outline, because we did ask for HR, we did ask for economic development, and I'm gonna ask you if we can have an outline of the monthly duties that you guys perform for the city. Each month when we get our reports, how about giving us an outline, like the phone calls that you receive from employees, the charge that they're being charged for, the items that you're charging the city for, that they could be itemized accordingly.
We'll work with Greg to get you something, but I will encourage you to look at our bills that are included with all the bill runs, because it will
Right.
tell you what we've done in any particular billing month. But
Okay.
I will work with Greg on exactly what you want.
Okay. And the next thing is, one last question. The raise that you're receiving, how much of a raise is that over the current raise that you have right now?
We're at 210 right now. That was implemented in 2021. This raise would then be 25, or sorry, let me look at the chart because I want to make sure I get the numbers correct. Yeah, so right now, 210. So for partners, it will be a $30 increase or 14%. That is below the 22% inflation rate over the same period of time since 2021. Associates will go up $20 from currently 200 to 220 if you should approve this. That is a 10% increase, and again, below the 22% inflation rate since 2021. And paralegals will go up $10 from 130 currently to 140, again, if you should approve it tonight. A 7.7% increase, again, well below the 22% inflation rate since 2021.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Quick question.
Alderman Brooks.
So with that being said, what Carl's concerns are, and everything, we're saying that if we're requesting to have one attorney, if that's what the council really wants, this is something that we can actually discuss
Yes.
and make happen. Okay, I just felt like the question wasn't completely answered. I just wanted to clarify,
Yes.
just for clarity. All right, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, hearing none, roll call.
Alderman. Excuse me. Alderman Evans.
What I read is consideration. So are you approving this or?
Yes, it's for approval for the increase.
But I didn't read approval. I read consideration.
It says consideration approval.
I didn't say approval.
His
Okay.
motion, he's saying his
So-
motion just was the
Okay.
consideration.
I.
Do we need another motion? Alderman, did you just vote aye? I just want to make sure I understood what
Yes,
just
I
happened.
did.
Okay. So you're okay proceeding on your motion for
Uh,
approval
my-
of the ratings?
My motion was consideration of requests.
So your motion now is to consider the request.
That's what it was when I read it. That's what it was when I read it.
Okay, so after this roll call, let me ask this, then is it a right to say approval at that point?
After the roll call.
First, I'm asking the attorney.
The alderman obviously wanted to leave out the approval piece so we could have the discussion that we just had, I'm assuming.
correct.
Yes.
Okay,
And that's what I'm saying.
Typically, though, that is in the discussion portion of making
Yeah, the motion.
The motion. However, given the nuance of this moment, we have considered it. Do you now want to make a motion to approve? Or does another alderman want to make a motion to approve?
okay, so the motion was to consider, we discussed it. So can there be a motion to approve at this point?
Yes.
I make a motion to approve a request for rate increase, Anselin Legal Services.
Alderman, can I just add, as I explained them off the chart that we provided you? Just so everyone knows the rates they're getting.
The proposed.
Yeah.
The proposed rates that,
The proposed rates.
and not the,
It's,
pass.
yeah, not the pass-through, just the,
Right,
just the base rates.
Which are probably, anywhere from 5 to, was it 30% less
30.
than what it,
Dollars.
percentage wise. Less than the pass-through, correct? Okay, just want to make sure I'm stating it the correct way. Okay, so yours is to now approve. Can you state your motion again?
At this time, I would like to approve a request for rate increase for Anselin Glink in a 30%.
Nope. Of the proposed rate increase.
Of the proposed rate increase. And if we would like to come back and review for further review on whether they should have one attorney or not, as is.
Okay. Can we have a second on that?
I second.
It's been moved by Alderman Evans, second by Alderman Ray, that the motion is to approve the rate increase of the proposed amount with the stipulation to come back and discuss whether they should have one attorney present here at city council. Correct?
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
Got it. Okay, are there any other questions at this time? Hearing none. Roll call.
Alderman Evans.
Aye.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Ray. Aye. Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Alderman Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that. 7-2, consideration and approval. I gotta listen closely to this,
Right.
Mayor. Of Sheridan Grassley soil remediation project awarded to Free Flow 200 and Tarbra bond not to exceed $1,194,970.
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Evans.
I would like to approve of Sheridan Crossing Soil Remediation Project Award to Free Flow 200 and Terra Bond not to exceed $1,194,970 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Evans, second by Alderman Brooks, that 7-2 be passed as presented. Are there questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Ray.
Aye.
Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Alderman Jackson.
Aye.
Alderman Evans.
Aye.
Motion carried. City bills,
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Evans, Allen, excuse me, Alderman Allen.
make a motion to consider approving the city bills plus the special bill run was $836,309.19 when funds come available.
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Evans, that the city bills be paid as presented. Are there questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Ray.
Aye.
Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Alderman Jackson.
Aye.
Alderman Evans.
Aye.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Motion carried. Miscellaneous business, anything under miscellaneous?
Yes, sir.
Alderman Brooks.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to announce that Ward 7 will be having their first ward meeting this Saturday, what is Saturday, the sixth? The sixth, from 11 to 1 here at City Hall. There will be refreshments, but if anybody is online or anybody, Ward 7, if everybody wants to show up, you're more than welcome. But yes, Ward 7 first ever ward meeting.
Very good, look forward to it. For him? For the Alderman? All right, anyone else?
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Evans.
the third ward, we'll be having this third ward meeting September the 13th from 11 to 1:30. It'll be at Neal Math and Science School. We're gonna also give a tour of the school. We will have two commissioners there, Waukegan Township Supervisor Mark Jones and Shields Township Supervisor Camila. So we would like for everyone to come out, enjoy refreshments and everything else. Come out and also we're gonna have the mayor and the chief of staff.
Thank
They
you.
will also be there also, so. It'll be great if you guys just come out and enjoy that time with the third ward. Also, I would like to encourage everyone to come out on Friday. We have a great, well, I'm sure the mayor is gonna say it. I'll let the mayor say it, cause
Appreciate
how
it.
about this? How about this? Come out to our night bites every second Thursday. It's gonna be over with in October. Come out, right out here, the food trucks. They be out here, so from 4:30 to 9, come out, tell everybody throughout the city and everywhere that we are having a great program that got started with the City Hall. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Thank you, Alderman, for allowing me to speak on this.
Anytime, Mayor.
But yes, this Friday at 1 p.m., the city of North Chicago, in collaboration with Lake County, we will be doing our Sheridan Crossing project kickoff at Martin Luther King and Sheridan Road. You just heard that we passed a $1 million bond or to office to do remediation on that site. And this will be the kickoff of this site. We have been waiting quite some time to get to this point. They are going to be cleaning that site up, removing the contamination that is on that site. So we will have a clean site, as we say, a clean canvas to pretty much see what we would like to build on that site. So please come out, be a part of it. Again, it is a collaboration with the city of North Chicago and Lake County. So that'll be this Friday, September 5th, 2025 at 1 p.m. at Martin Luther King Drive in Sheridan Road. So please come out and take part. Also, we work very hard to make sure that we get officers into our academy. And I know that our assistant chief just gave us a sheet. We've got 5 new officers that are going to be coming on board. They are going to be going to the academy. I hopefully, if all this works out well, they will be able to get through the academy, and we'll start bringing additional officers on board to service the city of North Chicago as new police officers. So as we continue to move forward with that, we're trying to make sure that we have a full complement of police officers here in the city of North Chicago to make sure that our community continues to be safe. So excellent job, Assistant Chief and Chief, for continue to bring on additional officers, and then working with our police and fire board to make sure that they are onboarded properly. So thank you so much for all your hard work on that. So,
Mr. Mayor, can I add?
Alderman Brooke, yes.
I'm not mistaken, at least one of them are from North Chicago, correct?
Correct. If not, is this the one?
Or is it more than one? At least one's from North Chicago, correct?
At least one from North Chicago. I believe we have pretty much all are from this area, from Park City, North Chicago, Waukegan, Sheridan. So like we have, yes, one is from North Chicago.
All right.
Yes.
I just wanted to point that out. That's all.
Yes, North Chicago. So, all right, thank you so much for that. All right, hearing no other business, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So,
It's been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Murphy, that the city council stand adjourned. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Just. Yes, ma'am. Nope, that's us. That's our property. Nope, that's us, our property. Well, that was, yes. Different. Yeah. Oh, can we ask? Yeah. Can I ask that, we moved the committee of the whole up prior to, having the other meetings. We have, people in the audience that are here to present for us. Right. And we just don't wish to, have them go through all of our committees before they have that opportunity.
Makes
So,
sense.
okay? All right, so, at this time, if everything is okay, I'd like to open up the, committee of the whole. And can we get a roll call?
Alderman Jackson, Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
Here.
Alderman Ray,
Here.
Alderman Murphy,
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Present.
All right, at this time, we have, a presentation from Studio North in regarding our rebranding. All yours.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I'll go, so.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Alderman. So, yeah, we're here to, as the mayor had shared, provide an update, progress updates on the rebranding of City of North Chicago. So no final anythings, just a, hey, here's updates and the progress that's been made, okay? Next slide. I'm not sure who's driving it, but yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, just Studio North, gonna fly through a couple slides and get to the fun part of the presentation here. So we've Studio North, we've been in City of North Chicago for 37 years and have seen a lot in regards to the community and especially all the goodness and development that's happened over that time. So next slide, please. Thank you. Why rebrand actually is the importance of rebranding is critical. You maybe even saw just in our tagline there is we help brands shine brighter. There's a lot of good stories to tell, and the city of North Chicago is one of those great stories to tell. And in that is about in that you can share the rebranding, what's happening, and align where the city is going to your image and the story out there, right? A lot of times people tell your story if you don't. And we want the city of North Chicago to be able to tell their story of the development and how it's progressing as a community. Next, please. Yeah, thank you. A lot of times there's confusion on just what is rebranding. It's not just a logo and a new tagline. There's more to it. It's about the soul of the community. It's what others share. It gets communicated out in so many different forms and ways, but it's aligning everybody on who we are and the image we want to project as a community. All right, so what's at stake for the city of North Chicago is many of you, I think, know that it's an investment and the payouts are tremendous. Really, so much has been seen. We'll even just spend a moment with the city of Mundelein and what they have done as a community, but it's from economic growth. It helps in the branding in regards to safer, stronger places to be and just community pride overall. Right. I'm gonna pass it off to Jeff here.
Right, so last summer, I was part of a small team from Studio North that had the pleasure of visiting with leaders in Mundelein about how their rebranding worked, and just some stats to set the stage to level set. Before rebranding, Mundelein wasn't considered that great a place. You can see the numbers here, but if you go to the next slide, this is the kind of impact that it can have for North Chicago. After rebranding, median income adjusted for inflation was up 24.7% in the 10 years after the rebranding. Median property value up almost 50% in just 7 years, from 2017 to 24, and property crime rate down 17.6% over that 10-year period. It wasn't all because of the new logo and tagline, but the visible elements of the brand are just kind of the tip of the iceberg. All the new story that came with the rebranding, the new commitment by the city leaders and the business leaders have led to an amazing turnaround in Mundelein. And we can make the same kind of impact happen here in North Chicago. So in the interest of not keeping you all here so long, because you have a lot of agenda, I'm going to kind of skim through these next few slides. Let's just say, how did we get here? There's a lot of research and a lot of work. Well, let's skip this slide because it's just an overview of the next few slides. We created a documentary, The New History of North Chicago, starting in 2021, that involved 23 extensive interviews, including one with Mayor Rockingham right here in this chamber, and hundreds of hours of research. We've digested the Lakota Comprehensive Plan from 2023. We visited with the Mundelein rebranding leaders, as I said. We had additional stakeholder interviews late last year and earlier this year, and launched a digital survey in April of this year that's received dozens of responses from North Chicago residents. Next slide. No, go back one, please. Go back. 2 more, okay. Stop.
That's it. You're fine.
All of that input informed workshops held with community stakeholders at Studio North, including Mayor Rockingham, to determine the 4 dimensions of the North Chicago brand promise. Now, what's a brand promise? It's not a public-facing statement, but it's the key, it's the foundation for everything that gets built on it. All the logos and taglines you're going to see that we brainstormed and developed at Studio North had to align with the brand promise. Does this bring the brand promise to life? Is it true to the brand promise? There are 4 dimensions of the brand promise, and if you go to the next slide, this workshop of stakeholders determined that North Chicago's value includes community pride, economic potential, and momentum for change. The experience of living and working here is that it's close-knit and culturally rich with deep roots. The city's impact beyond city limits is that it's a launching pad for opportunity, innovation, and fun. And the personality of the brand should reflect the community, be welcoming, safe, and distinctive. All that boiled down to a brand promise that I'll quote, fueled by pride and driven by a bold sense of purpose, North Chicago is a community where everyone can grow, connect, and thrive. So with that, please, yes, next slide. Now we got to brainstorming. At Studio North, we got our writers and designers together. I'm proud to be part of such a strong creative team. We had so many designs, it started to feel like a tournament. So we said, wait a second, maybe it is a tournament. And we brought about 20 of those designs to Greg and the mayor, who helped us get it down to 12 semifinalists. And then we took the semifinalists to community days, because no design, no rebranding is going to work unless the community believes in it, unless the community is behind it and understands it. So we printed 250 stickers of each of the 12 semifinalists and made them available to anyone who wanted to take their favorites. And we handed out surveys. We printed 250 surveys, and we had to go print more because so many of them got taken. A lot of people voted with their paper survey. A lot of people went online. Everyone got to vote for 3 of their favorite designs. And so we had over 300 people vote and got 933 votes. And all that went into saying, okay, now we're narrowing down from our semifinalists to our finalists. Here we go. Here comes the fun part. These are the 6 finalists, 3 of the top vote getters, and 3 that we picked internally as feeling they were the strongest representations of the community. North Chicago, now's the time. The next slide will share some details. It was the #1 vote getter. People liked the red and black. They loved the symbolism of the clock tower. Someone wrote this statement, it's time for North Chicago. We can do it as a community. And our Studio North recommendation is that we like this because it's proud, it's distinctive. We like that it features the clock, and the tagline evokes the city's momentum for change. All right, next. The city of North Chicago, history, harmony, home. The next one. This was the number 2 vote getter, only a few votes behind #1. And people just liked it, just looked nice, basic, everything. This is my favorite one, were some of the comments. And our team liked it also because it's a deep-rooted design. It conveys a safe, welcoming feel, and it evokes the city's cultural richness. Next one, please. United by history, powered by people, North Chicago, established 1909. The #3 vote getter right behind #2. Tagline and established date, flexible color scheme. They're right. It does have a flexible color scheme. I meant to mention that if you see a logo that's just in black and white, it can be iterated in multiple colors. When you see logos that are in colors, they can also be iterated in black and white. So don't get hung up on, oh, it's black and white. It does have a flexible color scheme. Someone wrote, North Chicago is a one-of-a-kind town powered by the people on the naval station. And I love this comment. It reminds me of how we used to be. Let's get back to the community. Another day, another chance. Somebody wants to be a copywriter at Studio North. We feel like it evokes pride, culture and history with a sense of fun. And of course, the anchor is a subtle nod to the naval station. All right, number 4, North Chicago, Together We Rise. This was the number 5 vote getter with 85. People said the rising sun is a good vibe. It shows growth, nice colors, layout, and slogan. And North Chicago is a city where we lift each other up and rise as one. And our recommendation at Studio North is that it's a welcoming brand. It makes a bold statement about opportunity, community, and it incorporates a sunrise, that suggests the lakefront. Number 5, which was sixth in the voting, strength in every block. Now, interesting. So people said it combines a sleek, modern style with a strong foundation. I always hear my family call it that anyway, North Shy. It's simple to the point and shows strength in the community. So we feel it's a powerful, distinctive brand that resonates with the community by capturing the name many people already use. Our final finalist, if you will, North Chicago, anchored by community. That sounds like a quote. This was tied for number 6 in the voting. The connection to the Navy and the taglines connecting it back to the community. What people liked. They liked that the boat anchors a sign of stability, and they said it implies strength, groundedness, and safety. And we like it because it's warm and welcoming, and it evokes the lakefront and the naval station, and there's a community forward tag. So we can discuss these however much you want, but in addition to the color aspect, I also wanted to mention that the taglines are not necessarily married to the logos that you saw them. If you liked a line, but maybe not the design that it was with, you can consider swapping it. Consider putting it with one of the other designs. There's some flexibility in this situation. We want everyone to be really happy and really behind what we're presenting here. So let's put up the next slide, which has all 6 finalists. I don't know what the procedure for discussion is, but do we have to offer a motion for discussion?
No. This is committee, so we're pretty flexible here. And anyone can go and make a comment or
ask a question.
Just like Alderman Allen said, take something out, So.
Greg recommends that we show some next steps first. So maybe the next slide. So we're not going to choose the winner tonight. We're not going to choose our official logo and tag, but we're hoping everyone will take the next couple weeks, sit with these, share them with your close colleagues, maybe not with the whole world yet. Think about them. Think about which one you feel most strongly about. And then at the next session on the 16th, we're hoping to get a vote for an official logo and tagline because we want to debut it for the whole world at the September 26th premiere of the movie, The New History of North Chicago at North Chicago Community High School on Friday night, the 26th.
Okay. All right.
So what I'll do is I'll send to each of the aldermen the deck presentation that you've seen here. That way you can kind of look at it again, get a flavor for the logos. And then I'll reach out, the logo with my pictures, not that. And then I'll reach out to the aldermen individually, including Alderman Coleman, and kind of get a sense of where you're at so we can come back with a consensus to allow our partners at Studio North to move forward, and then we can start gearing up for the documentary on the 26th, which everybody will have tickets, as many as you want, for friends and family to bring to the premiere.
Yeah.
So
What time is the?
5 o'clock, should last till 6:45.
Oh, okay.
The rest of you are fine.
Okay, okay. All right, all right. Just
General,
put it out there.
yeah, General J.J. Thompson will be there as well. He's a brigadier general. Some of you may have the opportunity to meet him. He was here for food truck night last time. He's currently serving as senior legal counsel for public safety to Mayor Johnson in Chicago. He's a one-star brigadier general retired who was born and raised in North Chicago. So if the council's comfortable with that, that'll be the next step.
So, as council goes over the 6 of them, five, four. You know, I mean, jot down anything you might wanna, say. Again, I guess you could say, if you even wanna move them around a little bit as far as the, tagline at the bottom, if you're looking to add maybe color to some of them, put that into your comments also. So yeah, I mean, it's narrowing it down now.
Yeah.
And just remember, cause I mean, every time I look at it, I said, this is gonna be here for the next 30, 40 years could be, as far as, how this is gonna present to our community, but also to those that, will see, North Chicago as we put it out there, so. Just keep that in mind as we go through it, so. I mean, the last one, and I think I mentioned it to you, there's a gentleman by the name of Al Swan. And Al Swan lived in the city of North Chicago, many years ago. And he was the one that created the logo that we have now. And he was here, and he golfs in my league. And 10 years ago, he was saying, Mayor, don't you think it's about time you changed my logo? So here we are at this point now, and so, again, he said he was a young man when he did it, so, we've got to make our choice. So. All right.
We also have paper printouts, if
Yeah.
anyone would prefer that, of the deck, so we'll send, the deck will be shared, we'll leave the printouts.
Yes,
for-
we'll get that to all the aldermen. Okay.
All right, thanks so much.
All right.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thank
Good
you.
job. Okay, with that, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
It's been moved and second that, the committee of the whole, stand adjourned. All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Alderman Jackson,
Present.
Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans.
Here.
Alderman Allen.
Here.
Alderman Ray. Alderman Murphy. Present. Alderman Brooks.
Present.
The municipal code to regulate business and ban establishments from selling a product containing Delta 8 THC and kratom. And I'm asking Chief of Staff to present.
Mayor Chair, Madam Chair, Mayor Rockingham, City Council. You have in your package a draft ordinance regarding the regulation to ban establishments from selling products containing Delta 8 THC and kratom. When we, as a city, endeavored to look at gaming, we did a year-long moratorium so we could gather data and do the proper due diligence that would allow the council to make an informed decision on what they wanted to do with the further regulation on gaming. I brought it to committee multiple occasions before we brought it to the floor for a full vote. It was my intent to do this with this ordinance as well, to allow the council, first the committee and then the council, to get as much information as possible. I think you heard from our speakers this evening that they do not find a problem with the THC and the synthetic items that are the greatest concern to the city. You have in your package a draft ordinance created and provided by the city attorney. Again, I just wanted this to be an opportunity for the committee and the council to turn around and take a look at the content and make any suggestions or offer anything they would like to see or exclude it from the language of that ordinance. The only difference from what was talked about by Dr. Sikora and the group that was with her, which bears further research, I've already reached out to the Illinois Department of Health, Lake County Health Department, as well as reviewed CDC, FDA, and NIH reports, including the most recently cited FDA paper regarding the use of synthetics and the danger it imposes. There is this in synthetic kratom and the natural one, as was described by the group that spoke this evening. The differentiation between those two, I need to do further research on, because the information I received was not the information that was provided tonight. That does not mean the information provided tonight wasn't accurate. It was just the information I didn't receive. So I think as a whole, the ordinance is strong. It does what the city, what staff is recommending for the city. But I think in fairness and good legislation, it's incumbent upon staff to continue with the research regarding these two elements, bring that back to council. Quite honestly, be further educated on this. But that will also mean not going to the source who's advocating for it, because I'm not saying we wouldn't use that information, but not to rest it solely on the source, but to turn around and look at science and some of the other research. And if it proves to be correct on what the individuals who spoke about tonight, the science should back that up as well. So again, the only other element we have, and I started sharing Oak Park's ordinance today with Alderman Ray and Alderman Murphy. The only other element that is different for us in some regard is no piece of public policy is legitimate if it doesn't have an enforcement mechanism that's real, that you're going to turn around and enforce. Otherwise, why have policy? Why have regulation? Our concern is we still have businesses selling alcohol to people under 21. For us to be naive and think we would not have businesses selling to sailors or our youth under 21 the same harmful product that, again, the speakers tonight and staff recognize, I think it's incumbent upon us to look at the total outright ban. But again, that's the council's prerogative if it's a straight out ban or over 21 ban. We're going to bring you the rest of the data. I would ask, Madam Chair, that this be tabled to committee for the September 15th meeting. That way I can continue to do the due diligence that allows the council to make an educated decision and bring that back. But I'd also ask that you consume the ordinance that the city attorney put there, because it is a good ordinance. It's a strong ordinance. And then we'll build off of that. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? So do we need to make a motion to table it or anything?
Just carry it over to the next.
Just carry it over to the next one then. Do I have to say so moved or motion to close?
So moved.
Aye. Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'd like to open the Economic Development Planning Zoning Committee meeting. Roll call, please.
Alderman Jackson.
Present.
Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans.
Here.
Alderman Allen.
Here.
Alderman Ray.
Here.
Alderman Murphy.
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Oh, present. One item on the agenda, discussion of Second Amendment to lease agreement for city-owned property at 1012-04-300-020.
All right, well, good evening and thank you, Chairman Brooks. Tonight we have on the agenda, as described, is a lease agreement. This is with MCO. Their headquarters are there on the north side of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, as you all know. Just southeast of there, at the intersection of Commonwealth and Bay Drive, is a property that the city owns. It's approximately 2 acres in size. It is entirely paved over. Admittedly, it's pretty deteriorated, the pavement that is out there, but we've had an agreement with MCO for them to lease that property for the rate of $500 per month. We just reached the end of our second year of that lease agreement, and per the agreement, it can be renewed 2 times, each option being 1 additional year. So this would be the second and final option year for MCO to renew the lease agreement. And so they requested that we continue the lease. They would continue to pay the $500 per month if approved. This is for employee parking only, so it's not for trailers or other equipment or materials, just employee parking. If you, like me, drive past there, you'll notice they never really utilize the parking lot. It's always remains open. It's kind of surplus to meet any needs that they might have at any given time.
You have a question from Alderman Murphy?
Yeah, just one question. You just answered part of it because you said that it's, right now, it's not being fully utilized or even being frequently utilized. My only question was, as far as the stipulation in the lease agreement that only employees park there, I'm assuming that means cars, SUVs, that kind of thing, and no semis and no storage, nothing like that. There haven't been any violations of the agreement. Is that correct?
That's correct.
They've not put anything on that, parked anything there, or put anything there that doesn't belong
Correct.
there as far as.
To my knowledge, we have had 0 issues with MCO trying to utilize the property in a way that's not outlined in this agreement.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions? Taylor, I think when you spoke, something along the line happens to where we need to take that property back for whatever great thing that could be happening. What is that stipulation?
That's right. So we have a 90-degree termination clause in that contract. So if we said, hey, Sheridan Crossing's moving along and this is kind of another redevelopment site that hopes to kind of ride the coattails of that development news or the groundbreaking ceremony that's happening this week, we could say, hey, MCO, this is 90-day notice. We're going to terminate that lease, and no damages would be due to MCO at that time.
Thank you. Anything else? Anybody? All right. Well, here enough. Thank you, Taylor. With that being said, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn the Economic Development Planning and Zoning Committee meeting. All in favor?
No.
Oh,
Are we-
motion to close. Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, I did have one other question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are we moving it to the vote for our next meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
Yes,
that's
my
okay.
bad. I apologize.
No, that's all right.
Okay. Entertain a motion to close.
So moved. Second.
All right, closed by Alderman Jackson, second by Alderman Murphy. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, close.
Like to open up building/license committee meeting, roll call.
Alderman Jackson.
Present.
Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans.
Here.
Alderman Allen.
Here.
Alderman Rain.
Here.
Alderman Murphy.
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Present.
Got 2 items on the agenda, discussion special event, Fiesta Padres, September the 14th, 25th, parade and event, and discussion of special event for Girl Scout cookies, December the 12th to the 25th, January the 15th to the 26th, door-to-door cookie program. Anybody got any questions on this? I get a motion to close that. Alderman, which one of you taking first? Well, we're gonna take the Fiesta. Okay.
So I'm.
Go ahead.
I'm assuming that everything is in order as far as the
Yeah, well,
paperwork,
yeah.
application.
By application is all in order.
Okay.
Got the
The-
license, got the
The
insurance.
insurance is there.
And insurance.
Yeah, insurance is the key.
Okay, very nice.
Where was that one? Girl Scout cookies, anybody got any problem?
Unless I missed it with the Girl Scout, Mr. Chair. What were the hours that they were looking to do door to door? Cause I got some public safety concerns. About them being out, you know, after dark or anything like that. Unless I missed it in the, packing. Did they give us a time when they, okay, so I didn't miss it. I mean, from the public safety side, I do have some strong concerns. Again, I mean, I know they're going to be supervised, but I need to know a time. What time to, right, start and finish, because that becomes critical. Especially, like I say, it's at that time where it gets dark early, it's cold out, things of that nature. I'm not opposed to them doing it, but I just want to make sure that it's being done in the safest possible way. And have we ever done this before? They, door to door? Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Okay, I just want to have a time, so I'm comfortable with that.
Let us know that Alvin Jackson gonna buy all the cookies, you want to worry about yourself.
Oh, I usually buy a lot,
I know
they
that.
go in the
I got it.
freezer, so I probably one of the Girl Scouts' best customers. They go in the freezer so I can have them throughout the year. Yes.
I have found that you can eat frozen Girl Scout cookies, no problem.
Yes, I got
So
it.
they don't necessarily last. that
Correct.
much.
I got a box now, you know, in the refrigerator.
But we get the time,
Yes.
we'll get the
Give me
time on that.
Yeah.
and then we'll
Okay,
get back.
otherwise I'm good with it if we
Okay.
just have a reasonable
Can I
time.
get a motion to close the bill and license committee meeting?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Alderman Jackson, second by Alderman Evans. All in favor?
Aye.
At this time, I'd like to open up the Public Works Committee meeting. Roll call.
Present.
Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans,
Here.
Alderman Allen,
Here.
Alderman Ray,
Here.
Alderman Murphy,
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Present.
We have 4 items. The first item is the discussion for recommendation to award a professional services agreement to Baxter and Woodman, Inc. in the amount not to exceed $48,886 for the water and sewer rate study project. We got Steve, our engineer.
Good evening, everyone. In front of you, it's been since 2010 was the last time that the city completed sewer and water rate study. We've completed our CIP planning over the past few years. I think a lot of you have seen the CIP. You've seen a lot of the projects that we've been doing relating to the sewer and the water systems throughout the city, both not only at the water plant itself, but also the collection system for the sanitary sewers, as well as the distribution system for all the water mains throughout the community. We've been able to pick up some significant amounts of funding to help out with those projects. We have some more big projects coming up in the near future. Later, probably within the next month, we're going to be before you for seeking your authorization to go out to bid for the water tower project. Also with the lead service line replacement project. And then the fourth one, or the third one, is going to be the Broadway Avenue for the lead service and water main replacement on Broadway. So those are just some projects that we have that are in the hopper that are coming forward. There's a lot of other projects right behind that. We never completely finished the water treatment plant building, and then plus the equipment inside of the building envelope. So, I mean, we have a lot of capital needs, which is really what's pushing the rate study. So that's, went out for an RFP. We had 2 submittals. Baxter and Woodman was the most qualified one. And we'd like you to approve it in a nutshell. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
Okay, at this time, I'll read item 2, discussion of an amount not to exceed $272,000 to repair raw water pump, clean and repair well.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes.
Last year, we have 4 raw water pumps for AbbVie. And last year, we, took quotes and took the lowest quote and had 2 of those 4 rebuilt. Unfortunately, one of those pumps failed already. And had nothing to do with the fact that, who rebuilt it or how it was rebuilt. Apparently 6 years ago, when we had our intake wells cleaned, a door was inadvertently left open underwater and allowed sedimentation to come into our wet well. And that wet well fouled out the pump. We pulled out the pump and we're getting it rebuilt again. But we had factored into our budget this year to do a 3rd pump. So what I'd like to do, this amount of money is basically 2 parts. One part is to rebuild a 3rd pump. We're still waiting for our 2nd pump that's being reconfigured to come back again. And then because that door was inadvertently left open, we need to repair it. And we need to clean out the sediment that came in from the lake into that wet well that fouled out that pump. So since we have determined that that door was left open, we've lowered the door as much as it would go. But unfortunately, it's resting on about 3 to 4 feet of sediment. So we have enlisted a company, different than the one that left the door open, that would come in, fix the door, clean out the sediment, and clean out our screens, because there are a series of screens that are between the lake and the wet well. Unfortunately, with that door being inadvertently left open, one screen was bypassed. So this amount of money would take care of rebuilding the 3rd pump and cleaning out the wet well. And it's a maximum amount. The quote we got from the company that rebuilt the 2 pumps last year, they gave me a quote in February and they've held it all summer. And we were kind of hoping we get the other one back in by now. And we will rebuild the pump, and that items that you have before you show you, I think it was about $147,000 for the pump and a $25,000 contingency, not knowing how bad it is. Now, we've already looked at the pump and seen that it's in very bad shape. I included some pictures in your packet that show you just how bad it was. And then next, what we will do once we get 3 pumps operational, usually during the summer, AbbVie asks us for 2 pumps. We pump approximately 8 million gallons per day per pump. So right now, currently today, because we have an 80-degree day, they asked us for 2, so we have 2 running. If they asked us for 3, right now we couldn't do that. So hopefully we'll get that pump that fouled from the sediment back. We'll get that running and then we'll have 3. Next year we'll have the 4th one rebuilt and it will be in business. But right now I'm asking for that amount of money to clean out the wet well and to rebuild that 3rd pump. Does anybody have any questions?
Any questions? On Valley?
Yeah, so in the future, what's our plan to make sure that door is closed, or how can we check that door?
But now that we've been aware that the door was left open,
Yeah.
we are going to exercise those doors at least once a month to make sure we maintain the operation, because they need to be used and to make sure it's closed.
Right.
That is something that the former employees were not aware of,
Okay,
but now we are. And we will make sure that that door never left open again. Now you have to realize that it's there in an emergency. If you need to get water in and the screen is plugged, it needs to be opened up to get water in. But you don't leave it open for an extended time. This has been open for approximately 6 years. So that was a lot of sediment that came in.
so you're gonna have that guy that whoever opened that door, have it documented, so you'll know who opened that door and who had been closed it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That
Because
will be
that's
part.
important.
Good point. But that will be something that will be monitored now.
Okay.
And it'll be on a sheet.
Yeah.
And whenever it's open, for whatever reason, it'll absolutely be closed again.
And that person wouldn't have to sign off on it, so we'll know you will know who's that. I was down there, you showed me that pump and everything, so.
Correct.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I would think that the attorney would agree that the statute of limitations going after the company that left that door open, I don't think we'd get anywhere in a lawsuit.
That was it. That was
Like a
actually-
5-year statute.
That actually answers my
It did
question.
cost our minds, but it's just been a little long.
That was my question.
That was my question.
And until we had the pump that fouled out,
Mhm.
obviously we had two brand new pumps that were pumping very efficiently. Less than 2 months into that, the pump fouled. And what happened was that door is totally in line with pump number 3, which is the one that fouled out. So it just, whatever debris or sediment, fish, weeds, whatever, zebra mussels, came right into that pump. And it had no filter. So when they come in and clean out that sediment, they will clean our filters for us, because that's something that should be done on a regular basis as well. And clean it and lubricate it, so we're in good shape. Unfortunately, some of the items down at the water treatment plant, when the employees turned over within the last 4 or 5 years, some of that knowledge was lost. And they weren't really aware of some of the things they should be looking for. So we're kind of getting up to speed and letting everybody know what they need to look for, and making sure that the items that have been overlooked for a few years are maintained properly.
Alderman Ray?
So do you have some type of training for your employees now so that they know what to look for from now on?
Yes. We have, over the last year and a half, ever since we had the flood 2 years ago, we've put protocols in place so that everybody knows what to look for, what to check. We have check sheets to look at the motors, make sure they're lubricated. We have a company coming in and doing routine maintenance, changing the oil, doing things like that. And then we're hoping that eventually our personnel will be able to do some of that, so we can save some money, we'll have to pay a third party to come in and do it.
Okay, we'll go to the next item. Discussion authorization to advertise for bid the 2025 MFT road program. Steve?
Good evening, everyone. Back in July, the council approved, the budget for the MFT road program. That's on sheet number 2. Budget for this year's road program is, $1.1 million. Also attached is, the listing of the streets that we're gonna be doing this year. And I believe back in July, I explained to everyone, we're trying to avoid digging up new streets as we do the lead service line replacement. The lead service line replacement project, we received just about $2 million in funding from the US, or from the Illinois EPA. That's a project that's going to start up this fall, continue into next year, where we're going to be digging up and replacing lead service lines. There's a number of areas throughout the city that are loaded with lead service lines that we're going to be replacing as part of that project. So trying to pick streets for the repaving, because we've actually done a lot of the streets that we could, it becomes very difficult. So we created a list, sat down with the mayor, and we selected them. So they're in front of you. We're gonna be paving Hillcrest from 20th to 22nd, 23rd Street from Lewis, going down to, I think it's Kemble. 21st Street, the segment over there. 18th Street, we have a long segment there. It's we're actually paving all of 18th Street. It's not just gonna be area patching. And then, one very large street, 15th Street, we're gonna be resurfacing as well. Like I said, what really drove this year's program is really the avoidance of streets with lead service lines. Alderman Jackson, we haven't touched anything up in your ward, but you have the oldest water mains and you've got a lot of lead service lines. And we're working your direction, so. All of these are the streets that we're gonna be placing, putting out for bid, if you have any questions. It's just the next time I come in front of you, I will be bringing the actual bidding documents. We're making our submittal to IDOT this week, and we anticipate bringing it probably the first meeting in October for approval.
I got a question, not related to this. But I do have a roadway question, and that's in the 1,000 block of Wadsworth, where it's kind of bowing in the middle and cars are bottoming out. Is there anything, can y'all take a look at that?
Sure.
And see what might be able to be done? Because it's gotten worse. I was, obviously. I mean, actually seeing a car bottom out is not a pretty sight. But that'd be 1,000. Yeah, you've seen it, and I mean, even the water manhole cover is up, and so it's not right. It just looks bad, and certainly think it. Okay. Thank you.
I think your item number 4 is really related to item number 3.
Right, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can put those on for it. Also want to say, I also want to say thank you to Bob Miller. Not only is he down there doing the engineering, not only is he down there doing the work in the water plant, but he had to step up to do work for our secretary that's in there to do clerical work while she's out. So I wanted to thank you. And that, like I said before, it's not just that I'm thanking them here. It's just that things that goes on, not just on a Monday night or Tuesday night, but things that go on through the week that you may not notice, but go to those different departments and you can see these things. So by me being Public Works Chairman, I do go down there often and I see all the different things that is going on. So I just wanted to share my thoughts with him today, because if I had some flowers, I just give them to him. Look, get some boots on. But thank goodness I ain't got no flowers. But I'd like to say thank you, man. All right. At this time, I'd like to close the Public Works Committee. Oh, sorry. Alderman Ray.
I wanted to thank them because the graffiti on 22nd Street, I know I had a fit about it and I came down there having a fit, but I wanted to thank Taylor and Public Works for getting that off of there, because everybody know my saying, I don't live in the ghetto and I will not be perceived as living in the ghetto.
There you go.
And it was gone. I went past there and I said, wait a minute, they did it. So thank you so much for that.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Fantastic. Okay, at this time, I'd like to close the Public Works Committee.
So move.
Moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Jackson. Roll call.
Alderman Jackson.
Aye.
Alderman Coleman. Alderman Evans.
Aye.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Ray.
Aye.
Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Okay, I'd like to open the Human Resources Committee meeting. Roll call, please.
Alderman Jackson.
Present.
Alderman Coleman. Alderman Evans.
Here.
Alderman Allen.
Here.
Alderman Ray.
Here.
Alderman Murphy.
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Present.
Okay, we have one item on the agenda, discussion of contract renewal for Daphne Reyes.
Yes.
Later, project manager for the police department, term from September 29th, 2025 through March 27th, 2026. And tonight, standing in for Liz, Chief of Staff Jackson.
First of all, I'd like to say that, Tommy.
This
you-
is
Tommy,
online.
you-
Yeah, yeah.
This is online.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
You
didn't
can't
realize.
No.
Secretary.
Okay, I didn't realize you were here, Liz.
That's fine. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So, good evening, Alderman. So you have the information in front of you, for this is a contract renewal for Daphne Reyes. She has been working as a leads coordinator in the police department since 2020. And like I said, this is just a contract renewal. It will start September 29th and run through March 27th of 2026. Really, the rate has just gone up $1.20 from 56.80 to $58 an hour. And Daphne remains really an asset to the department as far as assisting for, conducting any queries through leads and helping our various law enforcement, keeping our various law enforcement records straight. So I'm not sure if there's any questions.
Question.
Sure. Yes, Alderman.
Alderman Jackson?
Thank you. I'm trying to understand if this employee is as good as we're told she is, why haven't we as a city made an offer to make that position full-time? I mean, obviously it's a critical area in what she's working in, especially when you're doing leads and things of that nature. And she's up with critical information that she has access to. And I'm just concerned that, why don't we just find it to make it a full-time position?
It is a full-time position, Alderman. However, Daphne retired from our department, and that was part of when we consolidated dispatch centers with Mundaline, we had to keep our own leads coordinator. So she does leads and she does all the NIMS work as well.
Okay, I was not aware
Yep.
that she retired and came back as a civilian.
And somebody with those skills, as you know, I mean, you deal with those are hard to find.
Yes, very much so, especially when you're dealing with leads. You're correct. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Good question. Good
Yeah.
question.
You have a question? Oh, any other questions? Okay, all right, Liz, thank you. And if we can move this on to the regular agenda for our next meeting. If there are no other questions, motion to close the human resources.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Allen, seconded by Alderman Brooks. All in favor? Aye. None opposed? Okay, we're done. That's it. Sure.
Okay.